situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
There you go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Burrow on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking is they're going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. On the carry, it's Bawden. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His 8th rushing touchdown and 9th overall on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. Second and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 19. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a round is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Quentin Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up to make the play there defensively, Von Bell, leading tackler in Cincinnati last year. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They go play action with Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This is up and good for Pinheiro. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
nowadays an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Carter. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Johnson.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. They're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was...
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Now, I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense